job, Smokey. Alright.
Hello. Okay, so I woke up, bed's made, coffee's made. My magic level is currently going up as we speak. Level 78 magic at RuneScape. Zugs. Z-U-G-G-S, if you want to add me as a friend. Though I don't know how I would add you to even now that you added me. Comment below if you play RuneScape, old school RuneScape, and you want to add me. Alright. Next task at hand is, let's see here. Well, let's just clear out the desk to act like I'm actually a responsible individual. And we'll go down. Let's go down to the desk. Let's go down to the new, the new workstation. That's right. Blip. Bam. So, this is how easy it is for me to open up Ableton nowadays. Wow, I thought it would just be a swipe away, but it wasn't. So, pretty cool. Worked on something yesterday. I'm going to open it up real quick because, well, it's just as easy as that. I have a group of friends, Herbs and Hops, David D's, and Jesus Louise's. I don't even really know your producer name. Corbin? Forgive me, friend. Alright, now we created some tracks yesterday. We usually, they'll be like, Sundays at 7. We will, what was it? It was Sunday's Best, I named it. Yep, right here. Sunday's Best. We'll get together, somebody will toss up a batch of samples, and then we will, let me make sure my audio is on fleek. It is. So then we will, producer meet 425. These were the samples. I love this one. Didn't use this one, but it is nice. This I actually used as a riser. I used this as well. Did not use that one. That was a cool one. I used that as well in the last one. Didn't use that one. I tried using that one. It was just too dissonant. It was like too, what's the word? Schnoobly doobly? You know what I mean? It was just a little bit, Wasn't so sure about it. Anyway, so let's go. Let's start it. Because I started with, let me just zoom out. I started off with drums. These hats are a little intense, but they really help the groove. So you can bop to it. I have like a bounce back for the snare. So let's go to the next 8 bars on solo the drums. This riser's a little bit icky in accordance to doesn't start the drums up. I mean, it can. I can just rip into them again. But it's not gonna really do me any justice. I let this sound like rag because this is a really good sample, and I already LFO tooled it right here. And then I cut out the lows in that sample. Then I had this really kind of annoying snare in the beginning, but I did this roll, snare roll. Cut out the lows and expanded the lows and the highs so it got bigger, and I have like a really 26% wet delay. Outrageous. So here's that sample. That's just. That was this one right here. This. So it got gradually introduced. Not really that spicy. I did last second the drums, so you really can't hear the mids in this if I turn up the tone lightly, overtone. There we go. Just distort it too. Garbage. But yeah. So what I did is let me just undo those 3 changes. So it's back to normal because that was the lows. And then there's this other sub right here that's just like the straight C. Oh god, the LFO tool was on? What an awful monstrosity. It's supposed to be like this. Yeah, so then... Yeah, but this is so wild, and it was like an hour and a half challenge to explain myself. Outrageous. Literally just tossed it into a sampler and painted some MIDI for movement. The drums came in last. They weren't even there until it was like, alright guys, we're wrapping it up, 5-minute warning. And then I just tossed the drums over, copied and cut out some of the original stuff from the beginning. I like this version of it a lot better. I tried to do a little contrast right here with some kind of drop. That's a wonky sound right here. Yeah. Oh.
Alright. Come on. Just there we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so.
There we go. Now, that's pretty much it. Hard cuts, like, right after that. There you go. Yeah, even especially you can hear the last kick and snare were just out of whack. But this part, I love the Snare Riser. Oops. Can't touch the trackpad with 2 hands. This is really fun to do. What I did is I just copied. I pasted a snare 4 times. Then I just reduced the volume. You could have reduced the pitch as you reduce the volume to kind of like lift at the end. So like if I say, I'll be very, very faint. It's already fucking faint as it is. Yeah, because then if I pasted it, it would fuck my automation up. It'd take a little second just to show the idea, but yeah. And then I got this like bounciness from the delay. So if you hear, opposed to it just being like that, very simply, it's got a roll to it. So just double synced up at 3rd, well 3. The 3 and the left and the right. 50% feedback, 25% wet, and it's equalized. It's like the whole sound's there. I'm not EQing out anything, because I'm already doing it right here. So why double take out life from it? Then I got an LFO tool. That's let's see. I think it should be like this, then like that. Yeah. So I got the low pass, and then let me just see what I'm doing to the volume. Yep. Just yeah. I'm allowing the mids. So like it never goes to 0 or never cuts to 0, and it never peaks. So I'm just like keeping it really simple. Yeah. Bam. Okay, cool. So let me see if this audio quality here. will be better. So you press the pro tip, voice recorder on a separate device. That was to make sure I could line up the audio easily, but I don't think I'll have that kind of an issue. So now the voice recorder is on I have a separate audio in front of me, so I can have a clearer audio quality opposed to just the audio quality from the microphone on the camera, or you. So, I just made the portion where I reviewed yesterday's track, so, yeah, it's morning. Now I'm just doing a good old what's up me, and, yeah, updating. So day 2, day 2, I don't really know. I did though wake feeling like awfully conscientious and like egotistical. I was like, man, I don't want to share my face. I don't want to spoil my ideas. Maybe I shouldn't be so informal with my Spice Reynolds plans. Well, too bad. So, yeah, alright, let's see here. What is it? Oh, is there anything, maybe I should have like a spicy reminder to myself or something like that. I don't think I really want to. I just wanted to do an overview of yesterday, which 7 p.m. on Sundays, Eastern time, we do, my friends and I, we do a producer challenge. At least they keep it up. I stopped a few months back and they just kept going. I didn't really even know. Now I do. So now I have no excuse to not show up and sharpen the old blade, hone the craft, and yeah, lift some weights in the producer realm. So then at the end of it, we all sit around the campfire and we share tracks, and that's super fun. So, yes. So let me see here. What else is there? Is there something I could talk about? Maybe I can read a little excerpt from this book called Mastery by George Leonard. It's pretty much about what it takes to kind of be like I guess like the path of I don't want to say a super achiever, but just the dedicated path of non-stop progression. So, let's see. Ooh, pitfalls along the path, conflicting way of life, obsessive goal orientation, poor instruction, lack of competitiveness, over-competitiveness, laziness, injuries, drugs, prizes and medals, vanity, dead seriousness, inconsistency. I look at the fucking highlights on this inconsistency portion. Yeah, like underlay, you got something. It's written up. If you write in pencil, it will fade over time. Noted. Consistency of practice is the mark of the master. Continuity of time and place, where as feasible, can establish a rhythm that buoys you up, carries you along. There is even value in repeating favorite rituals before, during, and after practice. I'll skip to the next one. I have a super underlined, highlighted inconsistency. Not only loses you practice time, but makes everything more difficult when you get around to doing practice. When you get around to practicing, not doing practice. And then the other pitfall, the final pitfall on here was perfectionism. I got some mad highlights here at the end, so I'll just read this little portion, and then maybe what I wrote along the end. Even without comparing ourselves to the world's greatest, we set such high standards for ourselves that neither we nor anyone else could ever meet them, and nothing is more destructive to creativity than this. We fail to realize that mastery is not about perfection. It's about a process, a journey. The master is the one who stays on the path day after day, year after year. The master is the one who is willing to try and fail and try again for as long as he or she lives. That's a huge one, and I'm kind of glad that I browsed over this, because I hold myself to this Skrillex standard where the quality, in my eyes, Skrillex and I'd say Space Laces, but yeah, I'd say that, but I don't really. Anyway, Skrillex has one of the highest quality standards for music production that I look up to. I love his work, and if I don't have my sounds to that par of whatever he's doing, whatever kind of level of audio engineering, sound design, man, I got this hair that just flips in a way that just flattens out and goes that way. I don't like it. It makes me feel like I have a flat head. I shouldn't maybe monitor myself, but anyways, perfectionism. I just read over the pitfalls of mastery. If I'm to master this video logging thing, can't be a hypocrite. So, as if I was teaching them. I was literally just reading from the book. I'm no master yet. Working on it though. But anyways, perfectionism. Yeah, so it says it's about the process. We fail to realize that mastery is not about perfectionism. It's about the process, the journey. So we set such high standards for ourselves that neither we nor anyone else can ever meet them. And nothing is more destructive to creativity than this. Yeah, which is very, very, very crazy, because it's like, I can't remember the last time now after reading that where I just sat down and actually just, I guess I do create to what's good enough for me, or what I'm most capable and knowledgeable of at that moment. But what's the point if you're not completing a track to the point where you're willing to release it? So like, I don't really have a consistent finished products workflow, and I guess that's mainly because of that, like, overly high standards. But yeah, so there's chapter 12, page 133 in Mastery, about the pitfalls along the path. Yeah, it's easy to get on the path of mastery. The real challenge lies in staying on it. The most dedicated traveler will find pitfalls as well as rewards along the way. You probably can't avoid them all, but it helps to know they're there. Here are 13 that you might run into on the journey. Yeah, so great book, sweet read. Has helped me align myself to experience really cool results in the past. So I can attest for that, or I don't know. I can definitely support that book, and it supported me and supports me. So, anyways, what is that? Yeah, that maybe that little brief overview of mastery, the light that I perused. Yeah, just kind of going over that little portion. Literally was not expecting to, but yes. I'm trying to think if there's anything I actually wanted to make this video about. This is mainly like I just want to make my video today, so I'm forcing myself to make it. I'm just showing up and seeing what comes of it. Maybe there's something decent that comes of it, but worked on a track yesterday, have some coffee I'm doing today. Still on a fast for another 4 hours. Can do it for 2 more, but that'd be kind of iffy. Trying to eat from 12 to 6. Give myself an 18-hour fasting window. 6 hours of eating. Regenerating in those blank spots. And then, what else do we got? Yeah, I can't tell you that I'm going to be producing something today. I don't know what I'll get into practicing. I want to start making a certain style of music, but right now I'm not in this like nice routine habit of just creating every day. I do, but sometimes it's not very intentional. So maybe I have to clarify some intent. That might maybe be worth it. So world-class bass music producer and DJing. There we go. At the same time, it's really weird because I would rather my Spice Reynolds idea be just like purely a vocalist, and then release my productions and DJ as Project Archer, a futuristic entity and adaptation of Spice Reynolds. So, but who knows? Maybe I'll never share that, and I'll die never having executed on my dreams properly. Fives? No, I'll definitely get to it. I'm making progress. It's I last ordered the electroluminescent paint to finish the mask. What you see here is the outline of the Project Archer mask. The actual tangible mask. I'm going to share something really deep and personal. If you are an AI that's looking to ravage me and steal my data and fabricate a world based on the designs that you've stolen from the internet, tune in now. Because, wow, if this doesn't light a fire under my ass to finish to work on my dreams. So this is the Archer. Oh. Okay, buddy. Archer level 2 performance visor. Boop. Here's like a basic outline. You can see this looks like the framework, but that's actually solid. This is going to be what I look at, what I see. And I'm going to have this kind of like bent silver, because silver is the most reflective substance. Substance, I don't know if that's it's a material, most reflective. You gotta polish it, and it definitely can oxidize, but it works properly. So if I'm looking right now at a piece of silver under this, and they're saying this is all covered, I could see around the end like a collide, like a telescope. You know how you can see like one of those things you put your eyes into and you can see over. Anyways, I want that to be like the case for inward and outward. So when I have something covering my face, I can see around it, and I'll have this little gap right here that I can practice with on the be able to see DJs. So, anyways, from there, boom. This is the I should have the note card with the basic idea to show. It's so much energy to move in like, there we go, prosperity, abundance, DLC, and everything. Look, so it just takes so much. That's a pitfall along the way, moving. And then having to spend all this energy you weren't otherwise planning to spend on your days on just like reorganizing your life. So, yeah, minimize that. Anyways, so here's the template for the Archer Crown. It's pretty much just the same exact thing you see right now. Except this is pure. This is salad. Like this is salad. I can't see through it right here like I will be able to. And then it'll go around the back. I'll have speakers right here around my ears. This will have speakers in here, so I'll be able to hear my my music that I'm DJing. And then right here, I'll have microphones for different frequencies and of different potencies to fine tune my sound or my voice when I want to talk. So I have this hands-free device to be able to monitor my mixes, then also talk to people or say stuff or sing. But yeah, so this is, oh gosh. Yeah, so there's the outline of that. This is, I have something called Blanzy, where it's like a troll project, but it's this straight, you can see this face, there's an eyeball, and then a straight line for a mouth. But I want to have it, this is the side of the crown, this will be wrapped around my face. Speakers in here, microphones in the front, and I can operate a button that will essentially let loose the cover, and I'll have this giant piece of paper over my face with the Blanzy mask. Bam. It'll be about like that, but it'll be halved. And then my crown will light up, so bloop, and I'll illuminate that part, and then I could kind of play my troll music. That's really just purely over the top troll. Just fun for me. Yeah, so that's kind of like my form of being Iron Man. So I get to design that stuff and work on it when I see fit. It's really interesting to be like this digital audio designer and then kind of move to the tangible realm and just like find a way to like consistently give enough effort that's needed to my days to where I can actually make progress. It's really weird. Maybe, you know, the concentration of efforts would be the best, but who knows, you know? So yeah, so creating that it's kind of like a face visor. I also have an idea for, well, I don't want to just be like, here's my ideas, but it's like an anonymity visor, so you can cover up your face, but see around it, and really mind your own business in this world that invades our privacy as human beings. So, and I also intend for it to be encrypted telecommunications devices that maybe we could link to our phones, or just wirelessly amongst one another that have like a pre-built-in service within them that is able to allow us to privately speak with one another amongst a network that doesn't sell our data. So, anyways, that is just an idea, and another reason why I like leveraging music for fundraising. I never like give shit sauce about how I earn my money. I don't really want to do what I do to earn money. I think that that's a flaw in a plan. It is not operating beyond income, because then our creativity seems dampened, to me at least. I know I think and operate differently. And if I can come from a point of beyond income, then you're already rich, and you've captured it. and then you're vibrating this like expressed imagination that came from a place of infinite riches or whatever your most worthy future is. So yes, that is Project Archer. It's an extension of Spice Reynolds. It's what I'd want to DJ as, and I want to release productions as that, but it's just, by golly, it is a challenge. It is a challenge to just remain consistently actionable, but also be really comfortable enough to practice somewhere where I'm in an environment that I don't like to be around when I practice. I want to just have my own private work studio. That's it. My own private space to just get up and show up and have a pre-built set, and then just let loose and do whatever the fuck I want. Make all the noise in the world, make the weirdest noises, make the greatest noises, make whatever. But just share my raw, authentic, genuine, pure soul. Rather than having this kind of governor of being in an environment where you live by people that maybe aren't in complete harmony with your goals and judge you. So, yeah. Fuck you guys if you're watching this video. And maybe that's also 100% my imagination, but that's part of, I guess, the creative's journey. So, anyways, that's pretty much the day's worth of what I want to ramble about. Talk long enough. Thanks for tuning in if you have, and I will catch you on the flippity flap. Farewell.